The sun rose gently over the quiet town of Uyo, casting golden stripes across the tiled floor of the Item household. The living room hummed softly with the sound of a cartoon show, bright colors flashing across the screen. Curled comfortably on the rug was Inyobong, a lively 10-year-old girl with curious eyes and an unshakable love for animation. This morning, like many others, she sat glued to the screen, her small legs crossed, her attention fully captured by her favorite characters. Inside the bedroom, her parents were getting ready for church. Her mother tied her headscarf neatly, smoothing down the edges with practiced hands, while her father polished his shoes with precision. Inyobong, her mother called, stepping into the living room. "My daughter, it's Sunday morning. Please go and get ready so we can leave on time." "Yes, Mommy," Inyobong muttered absently, her eyes never leaving the TV. "I'm coming, let me just finish this part." Her mother sighed. She recognized the tone, she had heard it many times before. She glanced at her husband, who had now appeared behind her, adjusting his wristwatch. "Aini, we don't want to be late," her father added, his voice gentle but firm. "I know, Daddy. I will come," she replied, still unmoving. Minutes passed. Then more minutes. The cartoon reached another interesting scene, and Inyobong leaned forward, forgetting the world around her. Meanwhile, her parents waited at the door, her mother tapping her foot lightly, her father checking his watch again and again. Finally, her father shook his head. "We are definitely late now." Only then did Inyobong look up, realizing she had kept them waiting. She stood quickly, heart thumping with guilt, and hurried to her room. But by the time she finished dressing, the family had lost almost half an hour. When they walked into the church, the choir had already finished the opening hymns. People turned slightly to look at them. Inyobong lowered her head, wishing she could shrink into her shoes. They found seats quietly, settling down just as the pastor stepped forward, his Bible resting gently in his hands. He looked around the church with a warm smile. "Today's message," he began, "is for the children. And for the parents too. Let us remember the word of God, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." Inyobong's head slowly lifted. Her heart beat faster. The pastor continued, "Obedience is not punishment. It is guidance. It is protection. It is love. And when you obey your parents, you open the door to blessings, peace, wisdom, and favor." As the sermon continued, each word seemed to settle gently into Inyobong's heart like soft rain falling on dry soil. She remembered the waiting looks on her parents' faces. She remembered how they had rushed out of the house. She remembered how embarrassed they looked entering late. By the end of the service, guilt tugged at her chest. On the walk home, she finally spoke. "Mommy. Daddy. I'm sorry." Her voice trembled with sincerity. "I shouldn't have delayed us. I wasn't obedient. I want to do better." Her mother placed an arm around her shoulders. "We know you will, my daughter. Obedience brings peace, not only to us, but to your own heart." Her father nodded. "And it prepares you for greater things in life." That night, Inyobong made a quiet promise to herself. The next Sunday, before the first rooster crowed, she was already awake. She laid out her dress neatly on the bed. She brushed her shoes until they shined. She even helped her little brother button his shirt. Her mother walked out of the bedroom and gasped softly. "Inyobong. You're ready?" "Yes, Mommy," she said proudly. "I don't want us to be late again." Her father smiled, lifting his Bible. "Then today will be a blessed day." Together, they left the house, early, peaceful, united. As the sunlight touched their backs, whispering warmth across the morning air, Inyobong felt something she hadn't felt in a long time. A quiet joy. A sense of honor. A blessing. And she knew, deep in her heart, that the pastor's words were true. Obedience opens the door to God's blessings.